What's up, fools? Hey, it's Corrupted Core 13, or Corey, whatever you want to call me. Today, I wanted to bring you a new episode of Forever Fool's Gold. You know, Ray's got the whole new Streets of Ray thing. That's a lot better than Fool's Gold, but hey, it is what it is. Corey can't do a Streets of Ray. Anyway, it's been a while since we made a video, so figured I'd do something for you guys to show you we're still around. Actually, yesterday, my wife, my kids, and we decided to load up and go for a ride, go get some ice cream, go do a little bit of shopping and stuff like that. Shopping on a budget, and that's the kind of stuff we like to do. Anyway, we stopped at a Goodwill, went in there, saw a few things, nothing really great. But as I started looking around, I found some cheap games. Recently, I meant to make a video for you guys. I did make it, but it just didn't turn out very well, so I didn't use the footage. So you guys didn't get to see it, but I purchased a PlayStation 2 probably a month or two ago. Got it for like 40 bucks, got like 9 games with it. I've done all the calculations and stuff, and I came out ahead on that, so that was a cool deal that I came across. But anyway, yesterday we were looking around, and my wife's looking at books. She's looking at VHS movies and stuff. As you can see, I have some right here and all over the retro room, the game room, whatever. But me and my oldest son, we were walking around, and I found some games. Nothing really spectacular. Nothing that just jumped out and was like, oh man, you gotta have this. There was one. But they were newer systems, disc-based systems. I found some PSP games. Never had a PSP, so that didn't really faze me. Saw some Wii games, 360, PS3, regular Xbox, and some PlayStation 2 games. So I was like, well, just purchase that PS2. It'd be nice to get some new PS2 games, because of course they're probably going to be cheap at a Goodwill. So started picking out some things. First of all, I came to this gym, Tekken Tag Tournament. This game was a favorite of mine and one of my best friends in high school, and best friends to this day. He's moved off now, so they don't get to see each other very much anymore, but we stay in touch. But we used to play Tekken, Tag, Tekken 4, all this stuff. We'd go to arcades and play it and just run that thing. I'm not as good at it now, because it's been a long time. But, of course, Tekken Tag, I wasn't ever great at it. I'm better at Tekken 4. I like Steve Fox. But anyway, found this. It's, doesn't have a manual or anything. Disc only. But I picked it up. As you'll see, some of the gameplay footage probably rolling right now. I was a Jin Kazama and a Horang guy, Horang, however you say it. But that was a really cool find. You know, I paid $3 for it, and so it was a nice one to add to the collection. And it was a good start of the day. Secondly, found another game. Unfortunately, I tried to get you guys some footage of this, but it's a little scratched, and it's my fault. I didn't open it up and check the disc. I did on the other ones that I got, but I didn't on this one. This is one of my favorite modern games. MLB 09 The Show. Never played this one though. I don't remember which one I started with on the PS3, but this one's actually on there too. But it was complete. Got case and everything, but like I said, it's a little scratched up, a little banged up, so I wasn't able to play it. The next one, I let my oldest son pick out a game. I was like, hey man, you wanna pick out a game for you to play? See what you want to play? And in true spirit of him, he loves being outside, he loves playing sports and different things, and he loves football. He picked out NCAA Game Breaker 2003, a 989 Sports, which is oddly funny because I think 989 ended up becoming Sony San Diego, which makes MLB The Show now. Or that's something I've heard. Someone can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But it was complete. The game's not in here because I recorded some footage. But we've been playing that a lot today as we got it. And as you'll see on the footage, done some classic. My household seems to be a Georgia Bulldog team fans. Me, I don't really care. I don't watch a whole lot of college football, but it is that time of year, so it's befitting that it's in this video. It just got started. Ray, on the other hand, him and his wife are Florida Gators fans, so as you see in the footage going on right about now, we got some Georgia Bulldogs versus the Florida Gators. It's a pretty good game. It plays nice. Some of the things that I'm used to playing, like on Madden and even the NCAA games that EA put out. Can't remember the name of them, but those had a little bit of more movement with your character. Maybe I just haven't played it enough to figure it out yet, but it's pretty good. The graphics are decent. I got that one for $3. All the games were $3 there that I saw. So that was pretty cool. Just find a few cheap games. I've looked those up on price charting. Every one of them average about $2 to $3. Some of them $5. So, you know, I didn't get away with a huge steal or anything, but still, those were cheap games and cool to add to the collection. But now for the greatest part of the trip. So I have to lay the story out for you. So we've got our little things in our little shopping cart, headed up to the register to check out. As we're walking up there, I see a glass case. And then I see this gray thing upside down, kind of sitting there. And I told my wife, I said, Kayla, that's a console. She was like, are you sure? How do you know that's a console? I was like, I can just tell. I gotta go look and see what that is. Well, I get up there and there's some cartridge games, some Game Boy games, and one crappy Super Nintendo game. And they wanted like $12 for or something. And I was, no. But what caught my eye was this console. And I see a sticker on it. And it says, broken, does not work, needs repairs. $5. And I'm like, I tell my wife, I'm like, look, if this thing doesn't work, oh well, I spent $5 on it. But if it does work, this is going to be one of my greatest finds that I'm most proud of. So, here coming shortly in the next few days, week, whatever, how long it is from when you see this. Today's date's the 24th of September, 2017. But there's been a lot of YouTube videos floating around lately of people unboxing the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. Well, I found this. The original Classic Mini, or this is more classic because this is original hardware. But this was the budget console that Nintendo released during the N64, PlayStation, Sega Saturn era. They shrunk it down. They took out some of the bells and whistles that really wouldn't use that much in the console. The original Super Nintendo consoles, you still got the purple. You still got the little flap. You took out the RF hookups and the little channel switch because you no longer need that. It's got the AV out and the power adapter, which uses the same thing. This did not come with controllers or cords or anything, and that may be why they said it didn't work. But, funny thing, as I'm purchasing this thing, I had to tell the woman what it was, and she picked it out. Well, some lady comes up behind me, taps me on the shoulder as I'm checking out. She goes, hey, you do realize that thing doesn't work, right? I thought she worked there or something. And I was like, yeah, it says it on the sticker, but I still want it. And she was like, oh, okay. And I noticed people have been kind of staring at me on the other side of the register. Well, I continue doing my business and look up, and she walks next to a gentleman that had been staring at me. Basically, what I figured out is those two had seen Super Nintendo Junior, Super Nintendo Mini sitting there for $5, and they're probably like, I want that. But for once, this guy found something that he's been looking at for a long time, but didn't want to spend 60, 70, 80 bucks on one because I already had a working Super Nintendo. And basically, I just wanted this because of the historic nostalgia of it, and to add to my collection. And it's even cooler now that I come home and I hook it up and it works. I cleaned it up a little bit. Now I will say, when I say it works, I probably got some footage going around in here right now, but every now and then you have to put the game in, take it out, blow it, put it back in and all that. That's kind of normal. But I do need to get something and clean the pins on the inside there where your cartridges go. That would probably make it work a lot better. I'll probably find some cords and everything and some controllers just for that, even if I do not keep that one hooked up. Right now I've had it hooked up just because I've been testing it. I'll probably hook my original back up. I may even go in here, and if you didn't know this, I'm sure there's a lot of videos, but there's these little notches right here on both sides of a Super Nintendo, and that's on this and the original for North America. It's because the cartridges have these little tab slots right here for those slots to go into. Basically, that was the way they separated the difference between the Super Famicom, the Japan release of the Super Nintendo, and the North American release of the Super Nintendo. I may go in there and get rid of those little clips and make this one into a slightly modded one. I don't have many Super Famicom games. I actually have one, and that's over at the Noice house. Yeah, I'm still a part of Noice. It's just been a while. I've been busy. Those guys are still going strong. If you don't know what Noice Entertainment is, I'll put a link to the subscription of this video below so you can go check them out. Also, John that I was talking about, he has his own channel which is called NinjaFaceJon. I'll put the link to that one in there. He does a lot of PS4 videos and such. But anyway, I'm extremely excited about this console because it's something that I wanted. Something that I really wanted for a while, and I paid $5 for it. $5. My mind's still blown. I looked it up on eBay yesterday because, you know, it's kind of hard, and you can't directly go by eBay, but eBay had one for 69 bucks. It was the same thing. No cords or anything. It did say it was tested, but hey, mine's tested now. I paid $5 for it. Even if it wouldn't have worked, I'd have put it on the shelf and I'd have been cool with it. But as probably seen already, I've probably thrown some footage of the console working and stuff like that. But yeah, couldn't be more excited. Hopefully in the next few days or so, with the release of the Super Nintendo Mini, I will be picking that up as well if I can find one. Unlike the NES Mini, I never found one. And if I do, I'll make you a video unboxing and we'll check it out and test it out. But I have to say, Super Nintendo's always been my favorite console, and that's the reason this is so awesome. $5. $5. Even if I didn't make out like a bandit on the games, those were just cool add-ons, and I wasn't expecting this. Wasn't expecting this. But if you're not into game hunting and all that stuff, I completely understand. But if you are like me, if you are like Ray, you are like a lot of the guys over at Noice, this is what it's about. Finding stuff like this for cheap. Cheap. Especially when someone says it doesn't work, and then you find it, and it does. And I got it from Goodwill. Somebody gave it to Goodwill, okay? Goodwill didn't lose nothing. But anyway, like, comment, share this video, like it, comment below, share the video, subscribe to our channel, go like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, give NinjaFaceJon a subscribe on his YouTube channel, give Noice Entertainment a subscribe on their YouTube channel, go like them on Facebook, go follow him on Twitter. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. Hopefully with some music videos or something with Ray and I both. But until next time, we'll see you later, fools. Later.